Hello, welcome to the channel and thanks for joining me. We've got something pretty unique in the box today, so let's get it open and see what we've got. Well, it's been nicely packaged anyway. Now, I am excited. I'll temper my excitement a little bit, but yeah, okay. I'm sure this is going to be absolutely fine, and I'm really fingers crossed it's going to be fine, because you'll see when we open it, there aren't many of these about, especially in fully working condition as this one is, or at least is supposed to be. Now, whenever I sell a boombox or any sort of radio cassette, or indeed games and things like that, I very rarely actually post the power lead, because it can do more harm than good, especially with couriers as they are generally. Now, this one has been fairly well packaged, so I'm hoping there isn't going to be any problems with this. But the reason I say this at this juncture is because this, you can see here, is indeed the power lead. Now, this took up probably about a third of the size of the box it came in. And of all the places, if you're going to send a £2 or £3 power lead, of all the places to put that, why on earth would you stick it right over a cassette door? I mean, that is just asking for trouble. And more than once I've actually had stereos broken, turntable tops broken, cassette doors broken, just because someone's put the unit on there. So never do it, guys. Right, okay, I haven't unbagged this yet, and I can already see that someone has obviously failed to service it. And we don't even know what it is yet, but straight away I can see that if I just zoom in a bit, there is an edge where there's like a parting edge where the two parts of the console meet, and there is a tab that's supposed to be tucked in underneath. So this has had the back off, and yeah, someone's not even put it back together properly. So, but having said that, I've bought this one as described as fully working, so there shouldn't be any problems for a change. However, despite it being fully working, it's very much my intention to give it a proper deep clean, which it desperately needs, I have to say, and to give it a service anyways. Right, anyway, here we have the silver ST3300L. So, what can I tell you about this? Well, it's a radio cassette recorder with a difference. You'll see the handle comes out from the top there, nothing unusual there. Slightly unusual that the aerial locks in on the back and not across the top, but that's minutiae. Let's look at the actual details. There we go. There it is then, guys. There it is. So what we've got here, look, is a radio cassette recorder with a fully functional keyboard on it. How cool is that? Now, I'm a musician. I'm actually a guitarist, but I play a bit of piano as well. And yeah, it's a novelty as much as anything else. But it kind of, I find it really interesting when I first found out about these a little while ago. And essentially, yeah, they're radio cassette recorders, and you've got like an electronic composer function in this, a melody maker, so you can play along, I think, with your tapes. I think you can even record little ditties on here, so it should be a good laugh. I've got to say, it smells a bit like it's from a smoker's home. I'm already starting to get a bit sniffly, so I actually have allergies to dust and to cats, generally speaking, even though we actually got a cat only yesterday, because there is one relatively hypoallergenic breed. So anyway, I digress. So yeah, so I've got a cat allergy, I get hay fever, dust allergy, and also smoking and things like that really set me off as well. So I'm already getting a bit nasally, but this one's filthy. It smells a bit cigarette-y. It's grimy, it's greasy. Yeah, it's pretty grim, actually. However, it's got some real potential, and it's supposed to be quite a bit of fun. And in any event, you know, look how unusual this thing is. I mean, these brilliant rounded tweeters. So what if they are tweeters, or if that's just mock tweeters? It's probably the condenser microphones hidden behind there, to be fair. You've got a single tape masquerading as a double tape, so it's got like a double front on there, but actually this is just a fancy panel with a couple of buttons and a couple of LEDs and a tape counter on it. Your tuning dial goes across the front. I'm pleased to report that the needle moves, so that's all okay. The Made in Japan sticker is good as well in the corner. That's always nice to see. You've got faux speaker, how can I put these little external screws and brackets, so they're molded into the plastic to give it a bit more detail, make it look a bit more like there's more to it than there really is. Okay, there's the soft eject, and that works. Pause works, play. I've got to say, guys, it's not pretty. I've spent most of today working on a JVC RCM 50, and the precision on some of the old JVC stuff is wonderful, but this this probably less so, but bless it. Right, power is just there. Right, radio, tape, keyboard across there, mono and stereo. Right, what we've got here, volume, tone, and then your radio is FM, long wave, medium wave and short wave. So there's a cigarette burn just on the top there as well, and it's one of those things really. I mean, it might be, yeah, it's quite rough. It's like it's more than a nail stopper. I can literally drag the thing along by it if I wanted to, look. So it's pretty pronounced, so I might have to shave that off and maybe just put a bit of metallic silver paint on that, but that's okay. Right, okay, well, what a peculiar beast. So I'm gonna plug this in. Like I say, I think it was working. In fact, I've got the advert here with me, or I will have. Let me just go onto here, and I'm literally just checking my purchase history as I talk to you. And it says vintage boombox with cassette, radio and piano. Well, it's got a cassette, it's got a radio, and you can call that a piano if you like. Now, it says it's from Japan. I think we've got the sticker to prove, but we know it is. In excellent working order. Condition is used with some marks on top, as photos show. This was my grandmother's. All been tested and everything works on this stereo, even all the buttons on the piano. Okay, this item in capital letters is advertised on other sites, so grab a bargain. Okay, so nothing to worry about here then. This is going to be a show and tell, right? The radio is going to be perfect, the tape's going to be perfect, won't be any wow and flutter, it'll fast forward and rewind strongly, it'll sound a treat. Speakers out of both volume out of both speakers will be good, all the keys are going to work, and it's going to be fab. That's what they've told us. Let's see if that's true. First thing I'm going to do is put the volume to 0, because this beast is going to be pretty loud. I'm going to turn the lights off so that you can see any little LEDs on here. Also gives us better FM reception as well. So I'll extend the aerial and we'll power on. Okay, nice little hum from the transformer, and we go to radio, leave it in stereo, and we'll put it onto FM, turn it up a touch.
Heading to our people. Ferguson. Hello there, albeit we started today with extensive cloud, much as expected. That has...
And how is it being perceived from a Chinese perspective?
Okay, so first thing, there is a bit of corrosion on the volume pot, but nothing too bad. FM stereo doesn't work, so I got one tiny flicker as I was passing through, which tends to suggest, especially with the aerial fully extended, Yeah, you can hear that. There it is, look. That pilot signal's drifted. Can you see it flashing? Hear that hissing? So we've got no FM stereo when we've got a strong radio signal tuned in. And we're getting spatterings of FM stereo when it's not tuned in, so we'll need to retune the pilot signal. Okay, that's that. Haven't checked the other bands actually. Let's check the shortwave radio as well. Medium wave we definitely will have. Long wave down here. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, well, let's get these lights back on. Okay, and if ever you needed a reminder, that's probably the biggest model number I've ever seen, the ST3300L. Right, let's get a tape in here, shall we? So, I'm going to be brave. It looks absolutely grim in there. Don't know if you'll see that. That's pretty grotty. What sort of state is everything else in? Well, the pinch roller and the head aren't too bad. So I'm going to put this old tape in. Here we go, guys. Are we ready or not? Forgot to, I've just unplugged it, haven't I? I thought I'd finished. Try again. Tape and go. To be fair, that's not bad. Rewind. Fast forward. Whoa, it's thinking about it. Play. Just trying the tone controls whilst I was at it. Okay, so it's a little bit warbly and the fast forward's not very happy, but everything works. It just kind of feels a bit sluggish when you press everything. So yeah, fundamentally there's no problems there. Mechanically it's all good. It just needs a deep clean, re-lubrication, new belts. There'll probably only be two, I'd imagine. There'll be one probably main drive belt, and then you've got your little counter belt to drive this over here. So yeah, it just feels a little bit vague, I suppose is the word I'm looking for. That might be the quality of the actual instrument, I guess. I'm looking at this, the quality of the radio cassette, but you never know. We might be able to improve it yet. Okay then, well, here's something you don't see on a boombox very often. Keyboard. No idea how this works. Right, let's just check all the... Okay, well, that works. We've got a melody. Oh. Oh, it's not quite in... Oh, fair release, nice. I don't know if this is going to hit any YouTube content matches. I very much doubt it. How do you turn it off? Oh, she's off now. It's started now. But yeah, we'll give this a proper test once we actually clean it up and service it, and then we'll have a bit of fun with it. But yeah, and I can't play it upside down, to be fair, anyway. So we'll give this a go in due course when I can play it the right way up. Yeah, okay, so on the face of it then, it just needs a darn good clean, a darn good service, and then we'll see what it can do. But like I say, there aren't many of these about, and yes, it looks like it's been apart or something in the past. It's definitely not sitting square. In fact, you can, if I just run the camera along there now, you can probably see that it's not right. so it needs all taking apart. We'll do that anyway. Battery compartment looks good. Had a quick look earlier just now, didn't I, when we first opened it. Springs okay, tabs are good. Quite pleased with it, to be fair. So yeah, the silver ST3300L. Bit of a waffly little video this one, but wasn't quite knowing what to expect with it. Yeah, it just really does need a clean, I've got to say. I think like the chap who sold it to me, or lady, said it was their grandmother's, and I think it's literally just sat probably in the back of the dining room, or maybe in the kitchen. It's a bit greasy. It's covered in, like, I think nicotine or grime or a bit of everything. There's a fag burn on the top. Yeah, okay. Well, I wonder if that word will get cut out now on YouTube. Tries to over police everything, so you can't even use regional or national colloquialisms these days. Right, okay. Talking to myself there, by the way. Okay, well, there it is. The ST3300L from Silverline. Don't know why I said Silverline. They make tools in the UK. I meant silver. The Shirasuna Electric Corporation from Japan. And yeah, nice. I'm not sure where it was destined to go. I mean, it says made in Japan. It also says in French made in Japan as well. So whether this also went out to Europe, I don't know. Right, anyway, thank you ever so much for watching. This looks pretty cool. I'm looking at it now through the monitor, actually, and do you know what? Yeah, I think the camera's flattering it, to be honest. It's a lot grimier and dustier than it looks on the camera, but I reckon we can do something with it for sure. So anyway, I look forward to working on this, to be fair. Like I say, there's not many about. I didn't buy this one to sell on particularly. I bought this as more of a curiosity, and they're quite interesting. They're quite rare, especially in working condition. So, right, you guys stay safe. I'll see you soon when I'll be looking at this. Check out some of my other videos. I've had quite a lot of stuff coming in lately. I've got a bit of a backlog that I'm working on, to be honest. Personal stereos, I've got boomboxes, 8-track players, vintage electronic games, all sorts of stuff. So yeah, you guys stay safe. I'll see you soon. All the best for now. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.